The other aspect I want to talk about, and the Minister touched on it in his earlier contribution, and is in relation to the SI 125 of 2016 and the implementation of the European Union penalty points regime in the state, where Minister Coveney on the 1st of March signed into law new regulations in relation to replace the previous penalty point scheme. And I think there's huge anger right across fishing communities in relation to the operation of this scheme and the fact and the way that the Minister actually went about implementing this new SI, because there was no consultation with fishing organisations. Indeed, I don't think there was even any consultation with the SFPA in relation to the new regulation before it was signed into law. And that regulation there, when we're in this hiatus period with the caretaker government, this House is not in a position to actually address any of the concerns in relation to that, or to actually make any decisions in relation to it at all. Where we have 21 sitting days of the Dáil to actually move a motion in relation to this, and I know that all the opposition groups have submitted motions on the order paper to rescind this SI, and I think that's vitally important and should be done without delay. I note the Minister has said that he's asked the Attorney General to look at the proposal to see how it can be actually married with the criminal prosecution system, but I don't think that's enough. I think this SI has to be removed, and removed straight away, and a proper system devised that actually reflects the needs with proper consultation. While fishermen may not be entirely happy with the penalty point system, they do recognise the need for a system to be there, and that it is a requirement under the Common Fisheries Policy for the penalty points to be implemented. But it is against all fair procedure and natural justice that fishermen can't use the courts to actually address cases and concerns around the implementation of the penalty points, and the new SI does not go to address any of those needs, I believe, that were identified in the High Court judgments that struck down the old system. And I think any system that allows for penalty points to be added to a fisherman's licence, but yet if a prosecution takes place in relation to the same infringement and they're found not guilty in the courts, that those penalty points actually stay on their licence. That's against any form of natural justice or fair procedure, and should not be allowed to be maintained and continue within the state. And I can't see how it could be the intended consequence of the European Union rules that this would be the way. This is a particularly and peculiarly Irish problem, and the Minister has taken an Irish solution to that Irish problem, where what he should be doing is implementing a fair solution that respects the needs of everybody, and also respects the needs for regulation and control within the fishing industry. And particularly when you look at the fact that I think it was in August last year, a Danish vessel had penalty points applied to it when it was deemed to be fishing illegally in the Irish Sea, but yet the Danish government refused to add those penalty points to that vessel in Denmark. And so it shows how this penalty point system operates right across the European Union, and we need to make sure that it's fair and fair procedure is adopted here, and I would call on the Minister to immediately rescind that SI.
Thank you, Deputy Pringle.